What odds do you put on a Europe-wide recession in the next year?
Look, first of all, good morning, Michael, and I'm sorry not to be present in the room, but I'm speaking today from Berlin. Look, I think, first of all, we have overall a very challenging time because there are 4 or 5 issues happening at the same time. Of course, the awful war with all its impacts on the economy. We are not talking so much anymore about COVID. COVID has been addressed well so far, but it's not over. And I also fear, when talking to the experts, that we may face a kind of another peaker season, so to say, coming to the winter, in the autumn or in the winter. Because of that, what we also have seen in China with the lockdowns, we are still suffering from the supply chain issues, driving, on the other hand, prices, driving inflation. In my view, we are not talking enough about a potential food crisis, in particular in the poorest and poor countries of this world. And look, I've been 33 years in banking now, but addressing all these kind of 3-4 items with an inflation which we haven't seen for 40 years at least, or I think this is a time where predictions on the future is incredibly hard. But I would say that not only for Europe, but also for the US, that the likelihood of a recession coming in the second half of 2023, while at the same time the interest rates go up, is obviously up versus the forecasts we had before the war broke out. And I would even say with the announcements, with the right announcements of the central banks now to increase the interest rates, and that I think quite in a steep way, in particular when I look at the steps announced at the Fed. And again, I support those steps clearly. I think that it's always hard to put a percentage, but at least I would say we have a 50% likelihood of a recession globally, but also in Europe.